Casey. What pressure, what velocity. Oh! Look at that Ronnie kick. Hey, I tell you, look at these low flies.
I never liked you because you're not an honest guy, and you're an intelligent.
Now look, now the referee sees what's going on. He comes off the top. Good afternoon and welcome to International AllStar Championship Wrestling. I'm Joe Cazana, along with my tag team partner, the man with the hands of stone, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Ronnie Garvin. And Ronnie, if this week is anything like last week, we are in for some fun.
I think we are. I've seen the lineup, and wow, what an action-packed show we're going to have. Now let's go to the ring with Casey.
Thank you, gentlemen, and welcome back to International All-Star Championship Wrestling. Our first event is a tag team match. One fall, 20-minute time limit. First up, weighing in at a combined weight of 525 pounds, is Stan the Man Lee and Steven the Cadillac Cowboy Bird. Challenging them today, weighing in a combined weight of 550 pounds, is Bo James and Husky Powers.
I guess we've not seen Bo James in a whole month, Ronnie.
Oh,
I don't know so much about, him being your favorite wrestler, but all right, Ronnie, we got Husky Powers and Bo James out against the Cadillac Cowboy, Stephen Burns and Stan Lee. Stan Lee and Burns are right in line for the tag team championships too, Ronnie.
that's right. Cadillac Cowboy. I'll tell you what, he's pretty good. In my book, him and Stan Lee have a good chance in them titles.
I think they've got a great chance at these championships, but I tell you what, they're in the ring with Bo James and Husky Powers, and I'll say this about Bo James, they don't call him the king of king sport for nothing. He came out here and said you were watching your favorite wrestler out there.
I met Bo James years ago.
All right.
And believe me, I've never thought of him after he was out of sight.
All right, Cadillac Cowboy, Stephen Burns and Stan Lee. I think they're kind of neck and neck with the Heat Seekers right now as far as the championship run goes. And again, last week, the Heat Seekers were conspicuous by their absence, and when we questioned Slapawitz about it, he wouldn't talk to us. He kept saying it was none of our business and we should mind our own business.
Well, I suspect he could have two teams, and have the other ones on the road somewhere and have maybe hook up with this team. Have two of them in play for the belts.
Exactly.
So you increase the odds.
Well, you and I both know Slapawitz. He's gonna have all the face cards. He's gonna be the one that has all the talent. And it doesn't surprise me that he was out here. And he can say what he wants, but he was scouting Bullard and Coffee. And I don't know. Does that mean that maybe he's kind of floundering a little bit on the Heat Seekers? Maybe he thinks the Heat Seekers can't beat this team right here?
Well, maybe, by having an extra team, you have two horses in a race, you got better odds to win.
You're 100% right. Stan Lee with the hip toss with so much velocity, it took both men off their feet. I tell you what, looks like Stan Lee and Stephen Burns is having some fun today. Good arm drag by Stephen Burns.
You know what they say, keep the big man in that corner and double team him and wear him down.
Well, one thing I'll say it is, if you got Husky Powers and Bo James in one corner, who are you going to keep over here in the other corner? Both these guys are big, they're strong. They've both been in the industry for quite a while, but Looks like they're taking the most inexperienced man of this team right now, which is Husky Powers. And they're trying to keep him over on this side of the ring. They're cutting the ring in half.
Well, that's not a bad strategy.
Not bad at all.
You always go for the weak link.
What was it you said last week? You put a knee brace on the good knee.
Yes, throw him off.
Good reversal by Stephen Burns. And the tag was made to Bo James. And Bo walks right into an armbar. That's not like Bo James. All right. Let's see if we get a clean break, and we do. So now Bo James says he pulled the hair.
Bo James loves to create distractions.
Well, Bo James is a distraction.
Yeah.
Good
May I have
headlock.
a big one.
Good side headlock by Bo James right now. Now he's complaining about how much oil he's got on. Burns trying to get himself out of here. Good top wrist lock, and Bo James goes right to the hair. And the crowd on Bo James.
That's the shortcut man.
Well, Bo James has always been known as the man that takes the shortcuts. He, living in Kingsport all those years, he learned some shortcuts from the Wright brothers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're not talking about the ones that invented the airplane. Ron and Don Wright are legends. What? Well, now Bo James, he warped his head off. I say this, with all the experience James has right now, he's calling like a ring general out there. Cole Powers to put the elbow.
Well, I think Bo James is the captain of that team.
Good double elbow. Husky Powers back in on Burns. Stephen Burns has taken quite a bit of punishment. Stan Lee has had the referee's attention for the last 15 seconds. Good slam by Husky Powers.
Looked like he tried to put him through the floor.
Well, I know one thing for sure. There was a lot of power behind the slam. Burns kicks out on one. There's still a lot of fight left in Stephen Burns. Nice snap there by Powers.
Come on, Cadillac. Huh? Come on, cowboy. Yeah.
Now Husky Powers, again, going to use the high impact move. Shoots Cadillac off. Big clothesline.
That's solid. Wow.
That's a 300-pound clothesline, Ronnie. That was a 2 count right there on the Cadillac. I know one thing's for sure. Bo James with there's a thrust to the throat. I was about to say a nice little chop to the rib cage, but then he goes to the throat.
All those little things keeps you off balance. You don't know what to concentrate on. Your ribs.
Exactly. And Bo James just hit the Cadillac Cowboy, the well-placed thumb to the throat, and now he's choking the man in the corner.
Old timer once told me, always keep your opponent in pain, no matter what you do, pinch, scratch, anything, just to throw him off balance.
And you were the master at doing that. You kept your men off balance and did everything you could. That was a good shot, good heart shot. Oh, good double shot to the side of the head by Bo James. And then he just spits all over Stan Lee. And that's nothing more than a distraction, Ronnie. Gives him a chance to double team, keeps the referee over here in their corner. If Stan were smart, he'd get out of the ring right now.
Exactly.
If Bo James and Husky Powers wins this, that's a major upset because, these guys right here are right in line for
they can't afford to lose. That would put them back. You can't afford to lose a match when you're
in the run for the championship. You definitely can't afford to lose a match. Big chop by Husky Powers. I can say this, chopping Stephen Burns, you better be prepared to get a chop back, and Burns has got one of those good chops.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got big hands, big man.
There's another, there's two, and three. Husky with the boot to the gut, forearm to the back. Burns hanging on for dear life in the corner. Holding on again. What's going to happen here? Oh, good block. And look at Bo James right there, grabbing man by the hair. And then Stan Lee comes out, trips over his own partner. I don't know what happened there. Kind of looked like he tripped over either Bo James's leg or his partner's leg. It could have hurt his knee on that one. He is wearing a knee brace. So we got a double team over here in the corner right now. Like I said, I don't know if he tripped over his own partner's knee or he tripped over Bo James's leg. But Stan looks like he's in a little bit of pain over here in the corner.
Oh, I know. I've had knee problems years ago. Oh, that hurts.
I know this, though. It doesn't matter if his knee's hurt or not. Stan's not going to get out of this match.
No.
He's going to stay in this match.
He's not leaving.
No, he's got a job to do, and that is to win these championships. Well, it's good to see him back on his legs right now, but he's still working the pain out of there because it looks like his knee is kind of locked up on him. What a shot by Burns. That was just a straight hand right to the head. I tell you what, Bo James and Husky Powers is definitely giving Cadillac and Stan Lee all they want. Don't take anybody lightly. That's the moral of this story.
There goes the cowboy.
I tell you what.
Got the bull by the horn.
There's the big bulldog right there. Tag Stan Lee, and I guess Stan's okay. His knee's still kind of hurting him a little bit. Oh, wow. I guess he still had enough in his gas tank right there to put him down with a big shot.
Well, sometimes that's all it takes is one.
Sometimes, I tell you what, that right there is...
You connected with that one, I guess. Just
evidently so. But he's still limping around pretty good in there. Well, I don't know what's going on with his knee, but it doesn't look like it's feeling that much better. All right. All right, Ronnie, looks like we're going to have a word with the Cadillac Cowboy and Stan Lee over here. Gentlemen?
You know, we're one step closer to those tag team titles. We're just one step closer for me and the Cadillac here going to be these people's tag team champions. We're one day, that's one match, one day closer. And it's getting there by the minute, by the hour, by the second, before we're going to have those tag titles around our waist. Now there's a team out here. There's a team out here running their mouth, led by that weasel, led by that little troll that lives under the bridge. I'm talking about Izzy Slapawitz and those heat seekers. I'm talking about those heat seekers.
Well, now, speaking of the heat seekers, Stan, 2 weeks now, I guess this is the third week, they've not been here.
For 3 weeks, Izzy Slapawitz's men have been dodging us. For 3 weeks, we said we wanted a match, that we wanted a rematch with the Heat Seekers. For 3 weeks we've been telling them. For 3 weeks they've been dodging us. I don't know how much longer they think they can hold out. I know I can wait just as long as Steve here can.
Yeah, sure can.
Sooner or later, Izzy Slapawitz, you're going to have to put your men back in the ring. Sooner or later, you're going to have those guys show up. And when they do finally show up, I want to be told that me and Steve get the first crack at them. That me and Steve get the first match with them.
Well, now I'll tell you what, we've got the promoter Josh Smith out here, and I believe he's got an announcement to make for you.
Stan and Steve, I got good news for you.
We're ready for good news.
We got a big event coming up on May 21st.
May the 21st.
And there's going to be a World Tag Team title match. And the two of you have earned a spot in the World Heavyweight Tag Team title match.
Right. These people know it.
Good.
We've been waiting back. Like I said, day by day, we've put every team in there against us. Every team's gone down. There's one team left, Steve. There's one team left.
And you'll have your shot at the Heat Seekers in that tag team title match.
How about that?
Yes.
All right, well, May 21st at Camp Jordan Arena down in Chattanooga. It looks like you guys are getting a shot at the tag titles.
For all the marbles.
May 21st, you people write that down in your calendar. Don't you dare miss it, baby. Don't you dare go nowhere. Me and the Cadillac right here, we're going to take the Heat Seekers May 21st. One of us. No matter what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you right now, win, lose, or draw, we're walking out with the tag team titles. And that's Slapawitz. That little troll, I hope to God, I hope that troll comes out here. I hope he gets in our way, because I got two things right here that'll be glad to put that mouth shut of his. You got that right.
Well, Ronnie, I guess we've got a tag team title match in Chattanooga. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
I guess Cadillac and Lee get exactly what they want.
International All-Star Championship Wrestling fans, get ready. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee. We're coming to Camp Jordan Arena. Get your tickets at ticketbud.com. We'll be there May 21st, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Remember, ticketbud.com. Wrestling fans, it's great to be here with an old friend of mine and really an old nemesis of mine, the party boy, Davey Rich. He's making his return to International All-Star Championship Wrestling, and I'm glad to have you, Davey. Doggone good to see you.
Let me tell you, it's great to be back in Tennessee. East Tennessee is the birthplace of old school wrestling. All the greats have been through here. I believe you got a partner helping you do a little announcing named Ronnie Garvin. I believe he's been through a few battles. If you hadn't seen the history of East Tennessee old school wrestling, you hadn't seen the history of old school wrestling.
One thing I want to remind everybody, Davey Rich has been signed for Camp Jordan Arena on May 21st, and he's going to be there. We don't have an opponent for him yet, but rest assured, when he's down there at Camp Jordan Arena, he's going to be on fire.
Can't wait.
Well, I tell you what, looks like we're going to have the Women's Southern Champion in here, Misty James, directly. And Casey's making her way to the ring, so why don't we just take it up to Casey?
Thank you, gentlemen. Our second event is a non-title match. One full 15-minute time limit. First up, from Kingsport, Tennessee, is the Southern Women's Champion, Misty James. Challenging her today from Stone Mountain, Georgia, is Diamond Jill Robley.
All right, Ronnie, we got Diamond Jill Robley and Misty James out here. We saw Misty a couple of weeks back. She's been with us out here on commentary for a couple of times, and we're going to see what she's got against this Diamond Jill Robley.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Referee's finished giving their instructions. Looks like we're ready. All right, Ronnie, Women's Southern Champion, Misty James. Good little schoolboy roll up. All right. I tell you what, that was a big announcement earlier between the Heat Seekers and Cadillac and Lee.
Well, it's going to be a great card.
Going to be a great card. Good takedown by Misty James. Let's see what Diamond Jill's got in store for her. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Hometown of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Is that what it is?
Good top wrist lock by Misty James. Misty definitely has a height advantage here, so this hold right here definitely comes into play as far as the height.
Yeah, she's got a big advantage of that.
Oh, nice reversal.
Hammer lock.
Straight into the headlock. So that was a nice reversal by Diamond Jill. Holding her good into the headlock there. She says she's not getting out of it.
Good.
I tell you what, I think Mr. Slapawitz may have been a little bit more off the equal shoe now with these guys. He's riled up the Cadillac and Lee, and I don't know about these heat seekers. They've been gone for 3 weeks now. Misty misses the clothesline. Good cross body by Misty James. 1, 2. And on the kick out, it looks like Diamond Jill got a hold of Misty's eyes. So she's got her now. Now, I'm kind of interested, though, about this Camp Jordan Arena show. I think that so far it's lining up to be a great day. I mean, we got 2 championship matches so far. I just wonder if we're going to see Misty James down in Chattanooga defending her title.
Yeah, it could be. I guess the whole card is not been announced.
So far, we've got 2 matches.
We got the first. That's the most important, I guess.
I guess so.
Title matches.
Exactly. I tell you what, now Diamond Jill's got Misty James in a rear chin lock. And again, this takes away the height advantage that Misty has on her.
Well, they say when you have somebody taller than you, keep them down.
That is exactly right. Misty working her way up now. Couple elbow shots. Looks like the Diamond Jill got a hold of the hair and just pulled her down. Well, she said she just fell. I don't think anybody just falls. Now she's got her again right here by the hair.
Standing on her hair.
She won't get up.
The referee needs to get the girl off her hair right there. There we go. Got to do it again.
Hey, watch your hair.
I can't get her
Referee
to
trying to get her
stand
off the
up.
hair now.
I can't get her to stand up.
Looks like a roll up there. 1, 2.
Oh, that was close.
Nice roll up by Misty James.
Out of
Jill.
the clothesline.
Very good clothesline by Robley. There's a 2 count. A few weeks ago, we saw Misty James in a match. She won down here. So this is actually Misty's second match on TV.
Take her, Beth.
What about it, Misty?
No.
Good rear chin lock by Robley. Misty working herself back up. Oh, that hurts the chin.
Better hope you don't have false.
Exactly. What a forearm by Misty James. Another forearm. You can hear that down here, Ronnie.
Like a drum.
3 gut shots took her right through the ropes. Nice Bill. 1, 2. That was almost a 3 count right there.
Yeah.
It's 2, right? 1, 2.
I thought it was all over.
I thought it was done. So Misty right now, she's got Robley in a bad way, but I tell you what, I'm just not so sure some of that punishment that was affected earlier by Robley with the chin lock hadn't taken a little wind out of Misty.
Yeah. Well, you know, it goes both ways.
Right
When you
now,
apply pressure, you're exerting yourself also.
exactly. Right now, Misty's not exerting any energy whatsoever. She's got Diamond Jill in a front face lock of her own. 3 big gut shots. Now we've got a couple of shoulders right there. Now she's just a blatant chokehold. Goes right back. Ooh, kind of a modified chin breaker with the foot.
Yeah.
Now that will hurt. Went for the second splash in the corner. Misty James going for the bulldog. She hits the bulldog. There's the 3. All right, well, we got the 3 count right there. Your winner is Misty James.
That bulldog
Lady
is an effective hold.
That
Cowboy
bulldog.
Bill watches that bulldog.
Sure did. I tell you what, that right there is a very effective move.
Yes.
And now Diamond Jill says she had her trunks. I don't know if she had her trunks or not. but still your champion. Of course, non-title. We got Misty James right here. So everybody give it up for Misty James. She had a great match right there. So far, we've had the match with Bo James and Husky out here against Lee and Burns. I don't know about the knee on Stan Lee right now. It kind of looked like he was still limping when he was in here.
Well, hopefully it's not too serious.
Well, Ronnie, right now, we're being joined by a blast from the past right here.
It is a blast from the past.
all-
Wouldn't he, hadn't he?
Holy smokes, all the way from Daytona Beach, Florida, we got Ron
Used to talk
Sexton.
my language back then.
We got the match in the ring, Ronnie. Let's take it up to Casey.
Thank you, gentlemen. Our third event is one fall, 15-minute time limit. First up, weighing in at 238 pounds from the Black Hills of Dakota, is the Bounty Hunter. Challenging him today, weighing in at 218 pounds from Savannah, Georgia, is Damian Bennett.
Well, Ronnie, right now we got Damian Bennett, the Bounty Hunter, out here, and the Bounty Hunter looks over here at you for some reason. What is this, everybody picking on us?
I don't know.
Is it because you're out here, Sexton?
Probably. That's what it is.
It's Ronnie Sexton right here.
That's what draws the attention.
Well, we appreciate that, Ronnie, but don't forget you're right there with us. What are you doing out here anyway? I mean,
Well, I thought
What, scouting or what?
I tell you what, I've got a match coming up here soon against the Machine.
that'll be an
And,
interesting match.
The interesting part about it, though, Izzy Slapawitz.
I was going to ask you that question. Here you got a match against the Machine. Does Slapawitz not know what he's got himself into right here? I mean, this is not a little man. This is not somebody with no experience. This is a guy that's been in the business 35 years.
Well, you know, when you go against a machine, you know, the factor is at any time it can be 2-on-1.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and that's the thing about with Izzy out there, anything can happen. We're no strangers to one another whatsoever.
Absolutely not. But right now, with action in the ring, we got the Bounty Hunter against this young Damian Bennett, who I've seen quite a bit. Very impressed with Damian Bennett. Very impressed with the Bounty Hunter. But the Bounty Hunter right here, he's no stranger to us, Ronnie. We've seen him out here numerous times. And of course, this guy right here, he's known for the headbutt. He's known for all kinds of stuff. But I believe Bennett right here will definitely, give him all he wants. And Ronnie, I know you're in for a treat right here. I'm calling both. I'm between two Ronnies. But you're in for a treat right here. And I know that you're an old school guy. I don't know if you've been back in the ring much lately, but you look like you're still in great shape.
Well, I've tried to stay in good shape and everything at all times. And yes, there's been a few phone calls here and there, and people want me to do shows here and shows there, and so I've been able to get back in the ring. And so, this has given me another opportunity. I was very fortunate that promotion of International called me up and they said, "Listen, we'd like to have you come down, and we're going to be doing TV taping, and we got some young talent, for you to get in the ring with. Can you do it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll be glad to."
Well, there's no doubt in my mind you can do it. It's just a shame you're a little bit late to get kicked into this tournament right here, but who knows? I mean, at some point later on down the line, whoever wins this championship may give you a shot. Right now, Tom Pittner, who I know you are very, very well aware of,
Oh, yes.
and the Machine are in the championship match down in Chattanooga. But who knows, if you beat this Machine today, that may knock him down a notch.
That's true, and they was telling me about that earlier back in the dressing room. So if I do win this match today, and I feel very confident about going in there and winning, and the promotion looks at it, and I may be able to slip into the rankings there and move up the ladder.
There's nothing wrong with that. Right now, back to the action. Damian Bennett's giving the Bounty Hunter all he wants, and
He's giving him a wrestling lesson.
so far he definitely done that. I'm just kind of impressed to see Ronnie Sexton back out here. I haven't seen this guy in years.
Many moons ago.
Exactly. Now, there's a high-impact clothesline by the Bounty Hunter. And, you know, out here with these younger guys, these guys are a lot different than our era of wrestling.
Yeah.
We had high impact, but it wasn't anything like these guys.
No, by all means, you know, I've talked to some of the young guys nowadays, you know, and they want to move and they want to come off the ropes. They want to do this, they want to do that. And I was taught, you know, when I first came in and everything, being around people like Ronnie and some of the other great ones, and, you know, they say, keep your feet on the mat. You'll last longer. Keep your feet on the mat.
He says it every week. And never turn your back on your opponent.
By all means. By all means.
There's a good place knee by the Bounty Hunter right now. The Bounty Hunter with a big forearm to the back of the head. Now, right now, the Bounty Hunter's got Damian Bennett pretty much where he wants him, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shot to the midsection there
I'll
to get
tell
you
you.
every time.
One thing I will say, Ronnie, is this Bounty Hunter out. We've seen him for weeks. You've not seen him hardly at all unless you've been watching the program. But he's definitely no stranger to us. He'll take a shortcut. He'll cheat, and that's okay. I mean, you know, but Damian Bennett is another one of these younger guys that's very impressive. I know that the rules in International All-Star don't let you come off the top rope. However, Damian Bennett can fly with the best of them.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he has a lot of good wrestling. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't wrestle amateur somewhere, college or high school.
Well, I will say this about Damian Bennett. He was trained by Robert Gibson, who everybody knows is going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. The Bounty Hunter right now has got Bennett in a world of hurt. Of course, now he's reverting to a chokehold right here. He doesn't need to do that. Look at the Bounty Hunter. He's put together well. He's strong. He's powerful. He doesn't have to cheat.
He's been around a while. I don't know who he is, but I can tell this guy's seasoned. He's a veteran.
He's been around a long time, I'm sure. I wish I knew who was under the mask.
He's very methodical, everything he does.
Yeah.
Not only his tactics he's using in the ring, but he's using the ring itself against Bennett. Now Bennett, he's got to stay on him. He's got to suck it up and stay on him.
That's a powerful forearm by Damian Bennett. He's trying. That's a 1 count.
Stay on him, Bennett. Stay on him.
All right, the Bounty Hunter cuts him off right there with a couple of shots to the head. Damian Bennett right now, he's got cobwebs. He's got those birds flying around, those little Bugs Bunny birds flying around his head. I tell you, I can't get over the whole watching some of these older guys like us or you, Ronnie, coming back out here, International All-Star Championship Wrestling. It seems like that when you got old school guys and old school wrestling, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
You know.
Yeah, I tell you what, and it's really great, you know, to be in with this in the mixture of the youth and the experience. There, right there it is.
Right. You know, I can remember first breaking in and working back in those days and wrestling with you or against you.
Yeah.
It was me as the young guy against the veteran, as yourself or as Ronnie, and you know, it was an entertaining and a definite experience with you guys. But like you say, a mixture of the young guys, the older guys.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
What a DDT!
What a move.
Yes.
This Bounty Hunter, I tell you what,
He's fighting. Bennett's fighting though.
well, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't count Damian Bennett out by a long shot. Damian Bennett right now, he may be hurting, but he is definitely. Oh, well, I don't know. That was a wild swing right there. Definitely, the lights may be
I
off.
think that's DDT.
I think you're right.
So, Bounty Hunter is a seasoned individual. But the thing about it is, he's gapping too much. He's going to give Bennett a little bit too much air. And this young man, I don't know how old the Bounty Hunter is, but this young man, if he can just suck it up one more time.
Yep. Like you say, the Bounty Hunter's very seasoned. He's been around a long time. There's a reversal by Bennett.
Good.
And there's a big backdrop on Bounty Hunter. This may be exactly what Damian Bennett needs. Going for the cover.
Oh, wow.
Got a 1 count, still not enough to do anything, and the bounty hunter goes right for the eyes. Right now. I thought Bennett, after the backdrop, I thought he had caught his wind. I thought he had got those cobwebs out from that DDT, but I think he's still kind of. And there's a blatant choke right in front of the referee. If the referee, I don't know, Ronnie. If I was a referee, I may just have to disqualify the man.
Well, if he breaks on the count, there's not much the referee can do either.
That's true. But here again, it's only a 4 count here.
Yeah.
As long as he stays within the rules. Yeah, and these guys, like the bounty hunter, he knows how to take that count without being disqualified. So that's what he's going to do.
Exactly. So now the bounty hunter just stalking Bennett right now, and it looks like a little bit too much as far as time in between. Damian Bennett's going to get his win back. And now that looks like the bounty hunter's trying to help him up.
I wouldn't give him time to get his wits about him.
He's over taunting Bennett, and that could cost him right there.
Well, kind of shades of Jerry Sampson.
Yeah, exactly.
That right there, a good choke hold right there. Broke on 2.
You choking, quick choking.
Bounty hunter says he's not choking. I'd like to know what it is if it's not a choke.
I tell you what, referee Carson, he called him. So, he called him out on it.
And the bounty hunter again says he didn't do it. The fans saw it. The referee saw it. He says he didn't do it. Well,
This is true.
oh, big power slam by the bounty hunter. He says it's over and done with. That's a kick out on 2, and it wasn't a weak kick out either, Ronnie.
No, it was not.
I don't care who you are at any point in
He's got a lot of
time.
stamina.
Yeah,
I can tell about watching people. They can take a lot of punishment. They all have a lot of stamina left. That's a dangerous.
shoulder tackle by Damian Bennett. He may be getting his win back.
He's still got steam.
Good European uppercut on the bounty hunter. Bennett going for the cover. 2 count.
Bennett's doing everything he can when he missed that drop kick.
The kid had connected with that drop kick. Now it looks like the bounty hunter's going straight to his tights. He's putting something in his mask, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, that was a headbutt.
Wow. He put something in his mask.
There was a fine young man there giving everything he had in the ring, and he just got robbed.
He definitely
I
got
don't know.
robbed
He
on
put
that.
an object in his under his.
Well, the bounty hunter went right over here into the corner. He reached into his tights or his pants and pulled something out, put it in his mask, turned around, headbutted Bennett.
Yep.
I don't think a referee ever saw it.
Well, Joy, Ronnie, it's been a pleasure.
Good luck in your
I've got to
match.
go in there.
Good luck.
Good
Good
luck,
seeing
Ronnie.
you.
Good seeing you.
International All-Star Championship Wrestling fans, get ready. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee. We're coming to Camp Jordan Arena. Get your tickets at ticketbud.com. We'll be there May 21st, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Remember, ticketbud.com. Wrestling fans, it's great to be here with an old friend of mine and really an old nemesis of mine, the party boy, Davey Rich. He's making his return to International All-Star Championship Wrestling, and I'm glad to have you, Davey. Doggone good to see you.
Let me tell you, it's great to be back in Tennessee. East Tennessee is the birthplace of old school wrestling. All the greats have been through here. I believe you got a partner helping you do a little announcing named Ronnie Garvin. I believe he's been through a few battles. If you hadn't seen the history of East Tennessee old school wrestling, you hadn't seen the history of old school wrestling.
One thing I want to remind everybody, Davey Rich has been signed for Camp Jordan Arena on May 21st, and he's going to be there. We don't have an opponent for him yet, but rest assured, when he's down there at Camp Jordan Arena, he's going to be on fire.
Can't wait.
Right now, we've got Ron Sexton in the ring, and he's going to wrestle this machine. And I'll promise you this, I don't know if Izzy Slapawitz even knew who he was going to wrestle when the contract was signed, but Ron Sexton and Izzy Slapawitz are no strangers to each other at all.
No, they're not.
So now we got the machine in here who got the title shot down at Camp Jordan. And looks like we're going to be joined by Tom the Bomb Pittner. Oh, Tom, we've just been visited by all kinds of people today.
We must be popular.
Let's be. Let's go to Casey.
Thank you, gentlemen. Our final event is one fall TV time remaining. First up, weighing in at 317 pounds, from parts unknown, accompanied by his manager, Izzy Slapawitz, is the Machine!
Pittner, your
What are you doing here, on Sexton?
He's coming, Pittner. Finishing business with you.
Challenging him today, weighing in at 261 pounds, from Knoxville, Tennessee, is Ron Sexton!
Well, all right, Ronnie. We've got the Machine out here with Ronnie Sexton. This should be an interesting matchup. And joining us right here on commentary, we got Tom the Bomb Pittner, who's going to go to Camp Jordan Arena to face this Machine for the championship. I guarantee you Ron Sexton's going to give this Machine all he wants, and who knows, Sexton gets a pinfall, you may see something right now that will definitely give you that edge on the Machine.
Well, this Machine with Izzy Slapawitz, every day it's something different. You don't know what to expect out of them.
I tell you what, Ron Sexton just put him down with the shoulder tackle, went straight to the headlock, took him over. I don't know. Maybe wrestling this man is the way to go.
Ron Sexton is not a pushover either.
Absolutely.
But you're right about wrestling. It might be the way to take him down.
Tommy, we know you can brawl, and I know you can wrestle. Maybe wrestling's the thing with this guy.
I think that's how I want to approach it, Joey. There's no reason to go fisticuffs with him. Need to chop the guy down like a tree, hole for hole, get him down on the mat and keep him there.
Well, I'll tell you this. Last week we saw you with a guy in here that was way bigger than this Machine. You made the man submit.
He was a big guy. Thought he might be more than he could handle, but had to use the leverage on him, Joey. Had to use the leverage.
Well, I saw you put him in the sugar hole, and I hadn't seen that in a long time.
Well, I was taught that by my trainer, Rick Connors. He used to put me in the sugar hole all the time to toughen me up.
Every Tuesday night in Oliver
That's
Springs.
right.
I remember him well. Good go behind by the Machine right now. It looks like these guys are just going to wrestle. And Ronnie Sexton takes him right into the hammerlock, right back to the headlock takeover. And Slapawitz complaining about a mask. maybe if the Machine wasn't wearing a mask, you wouldn't have to pull it.
Exactly. Well, he's doing it. He's trying to distract the referee and whatever else.
I'll say this, Tommy, down in Camp Jordan, it's not going to be a pushover, and that's rapidly coming on top of us. May 21st, right around the corner.
I'm looking forward to it, Joey.
Ooh, big knee to double axe right to the back of the shoulder of Sexton. But like I said, May 21st is rapidly coming upon us, Tom.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing all the fans in Chattanooga. And I guarantee him I'll give him 110% against this guy, the Machine.
He said no.
I tell you what, Tommy, I've worked with you, I've wrestled with you, I've tagged with you. I don't think this Machine is really, he doesn't know what he's going to get. I know you've wrestled him here, but the longer the match goes, I know what favors you.
Come on.
Well, knowledge and older and wiser. That's where I think I've got the advantage.
I think he's 100% right, Ronnie.
Yep.
That knowledge, being a little older, being a little more experienced.
The whole thing is to keep Izzy from getting involved. That's the whole. And I think Tommy can do it.
I think so,
On
too.
the one-on-one fair match, I believe.
And I'll tell you something. Now, Tommy, you got to be happy that Ronnie Garvin's the special referee for that match.
Oh, I'm loving that.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call it the way it should be.
Call it the way it should be.
I don't
That's
have
how I want it.
a dog in that fight, so I'm impartial.
Right now, the Machine's got Sexton pretty much right where he wants him.
I'll tell you one thing, though, as a referee, I'm
Better
going to
worry
keep my eye
about
on
Sexton there.
Slapawitz.
You're going to have to because I
yeah.
wouldn't put it past Slapawitz to get himself involved in that match. Good takedown by Sexton. Had him down for a 1 count.
Pull this tight.
Slapawitz talking about him pulling the tights. There was a well-placed rake to the back. You know that one well. That vice-like grip he's got on Sexton now. Look at the hands on this machine right here.
He's got big hands.
Big. He puts that on Tommy, he may hurt you.
He's a tough competitor now. I'll give him that.
Sexton got out of that one. Machine hits his nose. Now that who knows with the mask on, his eyes could be watered. He may have broken his nose. You'll never know.
That's right.
You know. Oh. Sexton with some left hands. You know, Sexton being that southpaw, you never know where that punch is coming from. We felt it many times.
Well, you know, I think that this machine would do a lot better if he'd leave Mr. Slapawitz out of the picture. We both experienced that in our careers. Where did it get us?
Absolutely nowhere.
He just stepped out on us, runs off the new door, forgets all about us.
I remember those days. He took off many times. And I know Ronnie over here with the old days when he was with Southeastern or the old All-Star, Slapawitz was a thorn in his side. You know, I think that the only tag team that he never ran out on was the Devils Duo.
Devils Duos, they were good guys, great to travel with, but I think they would have been a lot better if they had left him out of the picture now that I look back on the history of things.
I totally agree with you. Keep Slapawitz out of anybody's career. There's got to be a move in the right direction, Ronnie. And you look at Slapawitz over here now, he's awful happy with this machine, but I'll say this, he can smile right now.
Where you at on that one, Zebra?
But I'll say this, if Ronnie Sexton gets a head of steam and gets moving, the machine's shoulders only have to be down for 3 seconds. He can be beat.
Oh, anybody can be beaten in this business.
Exactly.
Anybody. Everybody has good days and everybody has bad days. And I think Tommy's going to make the machine having a bad day.
I think it's very possible.
I certainly hope so, Ronnie.
Well, with you being the special referee, and we'll keep Slapawitz at bay right there, if he can't get involved, who knows where the machine's going to be. Tommy could beat him in a fair match.
Oh, I think Tommy, with wrestling moves and what I've seen in the past couple of months.
Now we got Slapawitz. Look, this is what we're talking about, right?
Exactly.
He gets his nose stuck in, it's involved in all this. That's just very uncalled for. Machine hitting the other side. Oh, and Sexton moves, and it looks like that the machine's going to be singing soprano.
Oh, that could turn around the match.
Look at Sexton directly go for the cover right now instead of trying to go fist to fist with him.
I think you're right, Tommy. Sexton coming back on the machine right now. I tell you what. Modified neck breaker by Sexton and a straight left hand, and that's the great equalizer. Sexton's shooting him off right now. Good gut shot by Sexton. Going to shoot him off one more time. Machine reverses.
Reversed it.
Hey. Slapawitz grabs the man by the ankle and knocks him over. Tom Pittner's in the ring right now. This is it. This is it. Izzy Slapawitz with the ankle trip on Sexton. Ronnie, I'll promise you this. He tries that in Chattanooga, you'll put a knot on his head.
See, that's what I mean. Somebody got to keep an eye on Izzy. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Well, right now, the referee, James Carson, is calling it a double disqualification on both men.
Both of y'all are disqualified.
All right. Well, we got a double disqualification right there.
Well, the referee, it's fair. I mean,
definitely fair.
We got to call it by the rules.
Slapawitz grabbed Sexton by his ankle. Ronnie Sexton had the match right where he wanted it. hit his nose going down. I mean, thank goodness Pittner was out here to, I guess, tell the referee what happened.
Well, I tell you what, Ron Sexton, I come out here tonight to watch this machine and you wrestle because I've got him in Chattanooga, Tennessee. What date's that, Joe Cazana?
May 21st, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And it's for this world's title. And hopefully, with a special referee, that things are going to go my way where none of this outside involvement that you had to deal with today, Ron, is going to happen again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tom the Bomb Pittner and the Machine at Camp Jordan Arena on May 21st, Sunday afternoon. You're the special referee.
I'm going to keep my eyes on Izzy Slapawitz, keep him out of the equation, and then I want a fair fight between the both of them, and the best man win, and I'm going to be impartial.
Exactly.
I said it before. I don't have a dog in that fight, and I'm going to call it the way it is.
One more thing I want to say before we wrap this up. If anybody's ever thought about being a professional wrestler, look up J&J Promotions on Facebook. Give us a shout, and we'll train you how to get in that ring and take care of people like the Machine. But for Ronnie Garvin, I'm Joe Cazana. We'll see you next week.